Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claudia and I'm going to be guiding you through this yoga session today. So today we are going to be playing around with Bakasana in two different versions. So we are going to prepare the body by strengthening the upper arms and the abdominal region. So we're going to start by coming onto the knees. So roll yourself onto your knees. And you can place those knees hip-width apart, untuck your toes, extend the feet out and start to sink your hips into the heels. Reach the palms further to the top of the mat. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, letting your chest sink deeper down and resting the forehead into the mat. And if you need a bit more space, you can let those knees fall out to the sides and sink even further down, finding your wide leg child or keeping the knees close in your child, finding the version that works for your body as you deepen the breath in and out through the nostrils, letting the belly rise on the thighs. Feeling the breath on the body physically, connecting with the prana, starting to create the space around you on the mat, letting yourself take this time to completely focus on the body and the breath. This might be the first full breath of the day, and you can let every inch of stress exhale out through the nose. And when you inhale, thinking of this light, the sun and the spring, letting new energy enter and the old exit. Now taking 3 more full and mindful breaths in and out through the nostrils. Exhale as you slowly release the thighs away from the belly, lifting the hips, coming back onto the knees into your tabletop position. Tuck the toes and begin to sink down again into the heels, getting a nice stretch on the toes, finding the palms onto the knees and starting to roll with the wrists, creating these circles with 3 full breaths. Now reach the palms here in front of you, and I want you to really extend into the palms. So extend the fingers, extend the palms, getting a nice opening onto the palms and the wrist. Reaching the fingertips all the way to the sky for 2 full breaths. And now we flex into those wrists, pointing the fingertips down into the floor for 2 full breaths, really reaching them, pointing them down to those knees. And exhale, letting go. Interlace the palms here in front of you, and as you inhale, you're gonna reach the palms above the head, pushing the shoulder blades back, lifting the chest bone to the sky, tilting that pelvis. And exhale, tucking that pelvis, drawing the chin to the chest, pushing the palms to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach them up to the sky. Exhale, curling into the spine, creating more distance between the shoulder blades. Inhale, reaching up. 2 more. letting go. Place the palms, keep the feet tucked, allow more space for those knees. And with an inhale, you're gonna reach those hips to the sky. And exhale, letting go. Walking your dog, letting go of the tension in the hamstring. Stepping one foot at a time, bending into the knees. Very nice. Moving the body with your intuition. Noticing how it's feeling, what your body needs for 2 more breaths. And exhale, letting go. Coming into stillness, and on your next inhale, you're gonna roll the hips forward and roll the shoulders forward, coming above the wrist into your high plank. And exhale, lower your body halfway down, shoulders and elbows aligned. Inhale, press into the mat, open up that chest. And exhale, lifting the hips all the way back. Inhale, rolling forward into your high plank, coming down. Exhale, lower down the body, shoulders, elbows aligned. Inhale, press the floor away. Keep the chest nice and open. And exhale, lifting into the downward dog. Inhale, roll. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press, open chest. 2 more. And downward facing dog. Now you're going to allow the forearms to fall into the mat and roll the hips further down into the floor. You can let those elbows come a bit further up to the top of the mat, sinking the hips down a bit lower. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, push away the floor with the elbows, lifting those hips. Inhale, rolling down into that low plank, looking to the top of the mat, sinking those hips down. Lifting the hips. Inhale down. Exhale, pressing away with the elbows. 3 more. Inhale, rolling forward, this time sinking down the hips. And exhale, coming into your Sphinx posture, keeping the elbows at a 90-degree angle. Extend those feet, squeeze into the glutes, push away the mat with the elbows to engage the upper back, rooting down the palms, taking 3 full breaths. And exhale, tuck the toes, move the hips a bit further to the middle of the mat. And allow the chest to sink into the floor. Keep those elbows bent. And now you can extend the feet back down. You're gonna remove the feet away from the mat as you squeeze into the glutes. Keep the chest lifted away from the mat. With an inhale, you're gonna reach the palms out in front of you, extending into the palms and the fingers. And as you exhale, cactus those arms, bending the elbows to a 90-degree angle. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, cactus. Keeping that squeeze in the glutes. Pushing the shoulder blades closer together. As you cactus. 3 more. Exhale, letting go. Place the palms underneath the shoulders. With an inhale, you're gonna push away the floor, lifting yourself into that high plank. And exhale, reaching the hips all the way to the sky. Inhale, lift the right foot all the way up. And exhale, curl that knee down to the right elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. 3 more. And exhale this time to stay hooking that knee around the right elbow, staying here for 3 full breaths, rooting into the palms to gain that stability. And letting go, lifting the right foot back up into the sky with an inhale. And exhale, knee to chest, plank down that foot. Let the palms come over to the left side of the right foot. Sink that left leg a bit further down, coming deeper into your lizard. Rotate that chest to the top of the mat. In your lizard posture, you can try to come down even a bit further by letting those forearms melt into the floor and moving the right foot a bit over to the right side, even letting the right foot come facing the sky. We're gonna stay here for 3 full breaths. And place down the palms, step back with that right foot into the high plank and lift the hips back into your downward facing dog. Walking that dog, releasing that tension. Inhale, lift the left foot to the sky. And exhale, left knee goes to left elbow, engaging that core by squeezing the belly button into the spine. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, knee to elbow. 3 more. Exhaling that knee to elbow. This time, hook that knee around the elbow, staying for 3 full breaths. Extending that left toe to engage the knee into the elbow. 2 more breaths. And exhale, lifting that foot all the way up with an inhale, reaching it further up. Exhale, knee to chest, plant that foot between the palms and let both palms come over to the right side of that left foot. Rotate the chest to the top of the mat, pushing into the floor to keep that spine neutral, sinking a bit further back into the right leg to open up that left hip. And if your body is feeling it, you can even try to sink into those forearms and let the left foot come a bit further out to the left side, letting that foot face up to the ceiling. Taking 3 full breaths, keeping the right leg engaged by pushing into those toes that are nicely tucked. And exhale, planting into the palms, stepping back into that high plank. Lift the hips to the sky. Now we're gonna cross those legs in our downward dog. So you're gonna cross the right foot over the left knee is crossed over the left knee. Walking the feet a bit closer to the top of the mat, keeping those knees nicely crossed above each other, rolling your sitting bones all the way down into the floor. Let those knees come out here in front of you and sink down into your spine as you roll slowly back down into the floor. Keep those knees crossed. Lift away the feet and further twist those feet together around the calves. Lift the palms to the sky and let the right elbow be twisted around the left, pushing those palms together. We're gonna do some nice eagle crunches. So as you inhale, you're gonna reach the feet to the top of the mat and reach the palms above the head. And exhale, curling the knees to the elbows. Reach. Exhale, curl. Really creating distance between the elbows and the knees as you inhale. Five more. And exhale, final one. Unravel the arms, unravel the legs, and stretch the legs all the way to the sky. Flex into the feet so that the toes are facing your head and reach the palms up. Stretching the fingertips, extending the fingertips. You're not touching the toes, you're simply reaching. And you can get a nice feeling of those hamstrings in your waterfall, taking 3 full breaths. Keeping that belly button sucked into that spine. And as you exhale, bend into the knees, grab onto the heels, and let those knees fall out to the sides, pointing them down towards the armpits. Finding that happy baby posture, releasing those hamstrings, opening up the hips. Using those palms to support the legs, the feet, taking 3 full breaths. And exhale, letting go, curling those knees into the chest, wrapping around the shins, crossing the palms, grabbing onto those opposite elbows. Really squeeze the knees into the chest. We're gonna begin creating some rolling here in the spine. So you're rolling that spine, creating some stamina, and you can begin letting more go of the shins, holding on to one shin at a time, letting your body roll. And when you create that energy, you can roll yourself all the way to the top of the mat, pressing into the feet, coming into your Bakasana. Let's do that one more time. Rolling back down, letting that body create energy, feeling how your abdominals are allowing you to roll all the way to the top of the mat with that power that you gain from the spine rolling all the way into the top of the mat. We're gonna come into our Bakasana, so let the heels face each other, the feet are facing out to the sides. Place the palms here at heart center, using the elbows to open up the chest, push the shoulder blades closer together, lifting that chest bone, gazing a bit up here in your Bakasana. Nice opening onto those hips and that groin area. Taking 3 full breaths. And exhale, planting down the palms, stepping the right foot to the back of the mat and stepping the left foot to the back of the mat. We're gonna try and do a nice little balance here. So lift away the right palm from the mat and lift away the left foot with an inhale. And exhale, back down. Inhale, lift the left palm and the right foot. And exhale, back down. Inhale, lift the right palm and the left foot. So we're switching up. You got 4 more on each side. Testing that balance here, using the core for stability. Final. Very nice. Sink back down the forearms into the floor and push away the floor to lift those hips. Really using the elbows to create that stability. Now inhale, reach the right foot to the sky. And exhale, curl that knee down to the armpit. Inhale, lift. And exhale, knee to armpit. 3 more. And exhale this time to stay for 3 full breaths. Really extend into that foot to press the knee and armpit closer together. Final breath. And exhale, stepping the foot back into your dolphin posture. Walking your dolphin for 2 full breaths. Now inhale, lift the left foot all the way to the sky. And exhale, drawing the left knee down to the left armpit. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. 3 more. And exhale this time to stay. Pushing that knee into the armpit. 2 more breaths. Place back down the foot. Place down the knees into the mat. Resting those forearms before we continue into our baby Bakasana. Take 3 full breaths to regain the control of the breath and the flow of energy into the body. Now we're gonna tuck the toes one more time. Step the right foot back, step the left foot back, coming into your low plank. We're gonna lift those hips one more time into that dolphin and step the feet closer to the top of the mat. Now we're gonna start bending into the knees and move the forearms a bit closer so that your armpits and your knees start to connect here with each other. Begin shifting the weight of the torso above the wrist. Start to remove those tippy toes away from the mat, rooting into the palms, looking down into the floor. We're gonna do that one more time. Keeping the knees into the armpits, grounding into the palms, shifting the weight, and removing those tippy toes. Taking 3 full breaths. And exhale back down into your Malasana. Very nice. Getting those strong arms, placing the palms at heart center. Taking 3 grounding breaths. Very good. Place the palms here into the mat and start to lift away the hips, finding that wide-legged forward fold. You can grab onto the calves as you draw down the belly further into the thighs. You can even bend one knee at a time or bending both. Letting the crown of your head fall further into the floor in your wide-legged fold, taking 2 more breaths. And exhale, plant down the palms in front of you and heel toe the feet closer together, rooting the palms strongly into the floor, spreading the fingertips to connect with the mat. Come onto the tippy toes as you begin drawing the armpits and the elbows closer together. We're gonna create the same motion as we did before, where we allowed the weight of the body to be shifted towards the top of the mat. And we're gonna do it slowly, starting to lift away the toes one at a time, hooking the toes and the heels together, crossing those feet, looking to the top of the mat for balance, taking 2 full breaths. And exhale, sitting back down into your Malasana. Let's do this one more time. push into the floor, lift your hips to the sky, heel, toe, the feet together, root down the palms as you bend into the knees, coming onto those tippy toes. Let the armpits and the knees meet each other, making sure that you're spreading those fingertips, looking to the top of the mat, starting to shift the weight of the body all the way to the top. You can hook the toes and the heels together, extending into the toes to get control of the body. And exhale, letting go. Very good, good job. Now plant down the palms, let the knees come down into the floor, flip the feet out to the sides and sink into those sitting bones. Bend the knees, keep the feet here in front of you and give those knees a nice hug as you curl into the spine, tucking the tailbone under, resting down the forehead. Thanking yourself for doing your best, trying these fun new poses and balances. And remembering that doing your best is always enough and doing what you can is always enough. Now remove the forehead away from the knees, come into a cross-legged position. Roll here a bit with the wrist just to let go of any tension that we build in our Kakasana posture. Letting the tension go, and you can shake the wrists off. And exhale that breath out. And we're done. I thank you so much for joining in on today's little session, and I hope that you had fun, and I really hope to see you again next time. And I'm so grateful that you stopped by my channel, and I hope that you will stay around for more fun yoga videos in the future, and I see you guys soon in my next video. Bye!